G'day viewers, thanks for coming back, both of yous. Happy Festivus. It's 2024 and I want to tell you about something that happened to me last night in the mighty BA shitbox. Now I was driving back home from work and I had one knockoff drink and I got pulled over by the local constabulary. Now these guys were coming head on at me, but you get used to it when you're driving one of these old shitboxes. Here's the car. They pulled me. Then they told me my tail lights weren't working. Now I just had a rego inspection, a safety inspection, and I had to replace one tail light bulb, which leads me to suspect that I've got a problem. Now I looked on the Google, and there's a few posts about it, but no real solution. So that's why I'm coming to you with this video. We're going to investigate the cause, and then we're going to fix it, because I've got to drive home at night from work. Rightio, right up the top here, you can see the number 1 and 16, so I'm going to guess that 23 is this one here. Using the proper tool. Nah. That fuse looks like it's still alright, but it does look a bit shitty on the terminals there. So, I don't know, it looks the same on the other side. Hopefully it's a fuse, because if it's not, there's a connector up here under the steering column that can be at fault, or the switch itself. Now it's not expensive to replace, and if you've got a puller it's not a difficult job to replace, but it's just a bit involved. So hopefully if we change this fuse we can sort this out. Right, using my handy dandy chest mount, I'm going to check the fuse first to see if the fuse was the problem. It's not blowing, but we've got to check to see if it's got continuity. Alright, so the fuse is good. So here, let's see also here, I didn't know this, whoops. There's a little globe light on the dash there. Now I just thought that meant your lights are on, because it comes on and off when you turn your lights on. But according to the constabulary last night, they reckon that means there's a globe blowing. We could also have an earthing problem here. But I'm suspecting it's going to be the switch. The car's only done 200,000, but it is 20 years old. Just undo those 2 screws and then, come on booby, this will pop right out. There's a tail light globe. See if you can see that. That looks to be in all right condition to me. That'd help. Alright, voila. We have a tail light bulb. We have no tail light bulb over here. This might be easier than I thought. Yep, in Bathurst on New Year's Day, you mow the bloody lawn, don't you? Can't get a good view of this. If you have a look here, you might see the wires are a bit distorted, and I've got another globe here, so why don't we give that a go first.
Always do the simple stuff. Which is actually a bit disappointing because I was hoping I was going to have some good material to show you. Well, there you go. We've got tail lights. So, I don't know what it was, but it wasn't the fuse, and it wasn't the bloody switch, and it wasn't the earth. That was a bit of a bloody anticlimax. Oh yeah, better show you that one. That's working. My brake lights were working, but my tail lights weren't. And we've still got the light here on the dash, but everything's working, so I don't know what it could be. I think that light just means that it's on. Now, I pay out the Ford a bit, I call it a shitbox, but I've really got to say, the BA Falcon is probably the best Falcon they ever made. It's got the twin cam, 180 kilowatt engine, it's got the 4-speed automatic transmission that doesn't get milkshakes like that bloody 6-speed ZF and cost a fortune to fix. It's a great car. I used to have a Chrysler 300C, and that was a good car with a phenomenal motor. But when I get into the bloody Falcon, I think this is a bloody good car, and it owes me like $1,000. Hey, I put new suspension in it, I put XR springs in it, I've done the rotors and pads on the front, I've done the pads on the rear. She's got a new radiator and it's got a transmission oil cooler just to stop it from having the chance of getting a milkshake. But to be honest, they're a bloody good car and I really like it. If the body was better, I'd never sell it. But, you know, I bought it from a salvage auction, cost me 800 bucks. What do you expect? And I'll tell you, around Bathurst, every time I wash this bastard, every time I find a new rub mark on it from one of the excellent drivers here. So, best not to have anything too flat. That was a bit of a bloody anticlimax. I was thinking we might have something good to show you, but it turns out it was just a stuffed bowl and a sticky connection on the other side. So, hey, thumbs up for the old thumbs bump. At least I got my blood alcohol analysed. I had a drink too.